Good afternoon, my name is Felipe. Welcome to my channel, Tours in Brazil. I'd like to invite you to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget, start the notifications. Leave a like. Share this video with your friends. Thank you very much. Be pleased to leave a commentary. Make your question. Let us start. NVOs with respect to steamship lines, vessel operators are considered to be cheaper. The vessel operator issues a bill of lading to the NVO as if he were the party having property interest in the cargo of the shipper. With respect to the shipper itself, the NVO is a common carrier with common carrier liability. The NVO issues the shipper a bill of lading as it were the vessel operator itself. The law specifies that although NVOs may other bill of lading must so state and the rates charged other NVOs may not be less than the commodity rate which would otherwise apply to any shipper of the same commodity. Subsequent regulation has required that NVOCCs be bounded and the tariff be filled. The law also covers ocean freight forwarders, although not very different from the old law. The Act provides that forwarders must be licensed by the MFC in order to collect commissions from ocean carriers for cargo booked. The forwarder also provides the ocean carrier a service by preparing the vessel bill of lading. Forwarders are compensated for this service not only by the fee charged to the shipper but also by the ocean carrier in the form of brokerage, which is paid a percentage of this freight bill on each shipment. Brokerage is an important source of revenue for forwarders. The Act reaffirms that it must be paid at set at minimum at 1.25%. No maximum is set. The rate of brokerage must publish it in the carriers or confers tariff. Other nations do not require that brokerage be paid or brokerage rates published. Conference rates. Carriers of mixed freight have developed a method for charging that is applied almost universally. It relies on three different factors, all of which influence and determine the shipment transportation charges. The first factor is classification, which looks at the handling charges of the freight, how easy or how difficult it is to handle. The second factor deals with the cargo origin and destination. Usually, the cost per mile drops over longer distance because the port costs, which are the same irrespective of distance, can be spread over a greater number of sailing miles. The last factor deals with the size of the shipment. The carrier will charge less per unit of weight for a large shipment for a small one. That is because the administrative costs to the carrier of handling 15 one-ton shipments are greater than handling one 15-ton shipment. In addition, containerized freight usually pays lower rates than non-containerized freight because the carrier saves many handling costs. U.S. shippers dealing with conference either pay the tariff rate or enter into service contracts with the conference. Discussed first will be conference rates, then service contracts. Carriers publish tariffs and they must charge shippers the rate published in those tariffs. A tariff is a book of rules and rates. The rules sections of the tariff constitutes part of the contractual agreement the shipper agrees to when they tenders a shipment. The bill of lading is the other part of the contract. The rules section specifies a variety of conditions of carriage, including such items as long a shipper has to pay the freight bill, how much brokerage fees forwarders will be paid, how long a container may be in the possession of the shippers before the movage, a per diem rental fee must be paid, how cargo is to be measured for the purpose of assessing freight, what geographical range is covered by the tariff, what surcharges exist, and so on. Freight is also classified from the description of cargo shown by the shippers or his forward on the bill of lading. One finds the basis for the rate and pricing, or freight. This refers is to freight classification. Classification has to do with the physical nature of the freight, not its volume or its origin and destination. Tariff lists a commodity from very general description to very specific. The most specific classification is the legal rate classification. For example, classification general cargo NOS, foodstuffs NOS, canned vegetables, canned beets, rate per short ton. NOS means not otherwise specified. Only one classification and corresponding rate would apply to a shipment described as canned spinach. It would be the canned vegetables class and rate. This is true because canned spinach is more specific than foodstuffs. A shipment of canned beets would be subjected to the canned beets rate even though beets are a foodstuff and the foodstuff rate is lower. The law provides that the more specific classification is the correct one. Dry beets in bags would be subject to beets foodstuff rates even though both a canned beets and canned vegetables classification exists because the tariff has been specified as the packaging. A shipper may not pick and choose to get the lowest classification rate. The closest, most specified rate always applies. Consequently, it is important that the correct classification be shown on the bill of lading, including the tariff item number if it's known. In obtaining freight quotations, the shipper should always ask for both the classification verbiage and item number as well as expiration date of the rate or next scheduled rate increase rate date. This information should be communicated to the forwarding agent for inclusion on the bill of lading. A common mistake shippers make is assuming that freight forwarders are expert in classification and they use tariff to prepare bill and lading. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we continue. Share this video, subscribe in the channel. Until next time. See you.